Arachin Daf, if a person only has 5 sel to his name, and for some strange reason he decides he's going to say R Eli, and when he's finished with R Eli, that's not enough, he says R Eli again. He goes to the Kohen and he says, how much do I have to give for the second erech? The Kohen tells him, and he goes ahead and he gives the second R Eli, he gives 4 sela for that, and the remaining 1 sel he gives to his first erech. Says the Gemara is Yoitze. The halacha is that if there's 2 Bali Chayv, the second Bali Chayv could come and grab his share first. So the second erech got their share, and whatever's left is left, and that's why the first one is also Yoitze. But if he gives the first erechin only 4, when he really had 5, so he didn't give everything he had, he wasn't Yoitze on the first one. And therefore, if he becomes wealthier later on in life, he's going to have to pay the difference between 50 and what he gave. He'd have to give erechin, he'd have to give the Bedek Habayis 46. The Gemara is just mesupik. What happens if he says twice Erki Olai simultaneously? Does he have to give each erech 2.5, or you should give the first one 5 and wait for later on in life to give the rest? Now we come on to a Mishnah which seems very confusing if you look at all the diagrams in the Mesifta and the art scroll, but it's not as hard as it seems. There's a few yisayos that we have to know. As you see in the chart, there's a week of Nida and there's 11 days of Ziva, and they're very different. The week of Nida, if a woman sees Dam on 1 day, 2 days, all 7 days, she's not Tameh after the 7th day. In other words, she goes to the mikvah on the 7th day and she's completely tar. She doesn't have to wait any clean days. Even if she sees 1 day, she has to wait the full week. Even if she sees 7 days, she just has to wait that night, go to the mikvah. But Ziva is very different. If she's a Zava Ktana, meaning she sees Dam 1 day or 2 days, all she has to wait is 1 more day of Naki. She has to be clean 1 day, for a total of 3 days. But if she sees Dam for 3 consecutive days, then she turns into a Zava G'dayla, and she must wait Zayin Nikim. She has to see 7 clean days, for a total of 10 days. So as you see, the cycle is really an 18-day cycle. 7 days of Nida, 11 days of Ziva. Our Mishnah is discussing a case where a woman has no idea where she is in the calendar. She's confused. She doesn't know if she's in the Nida days or in the Ziva days, and she wants to get back onto schedule. Because if she's not on schedule, what happens is, let's say she sees Dam for 1 day. Now she has to be very machmir. She might lose out. Even though she might be a Zava, and all you have to do for a Zava is wait 1 day, for a total of 2 days, but we have to be concerned perhaps she's a Nida. And a Nida she has to wait a full week. So that's a big chumrah for her. Therefore, she wants to get back on a normal schedule. The other chumrah is, what if she sees Dam for 3 consecutive days? If she's a Nida, that's a Kula, because all she has to do is wait another 4 days to finish out the green week of Nida, and she's tar. But if she's a Zava G'dayla, because she saw 3 consecutive days, she has to wait an additional 7 Nikiyim. That's extra days. Not only that, she has to bring 2 birds as a carbon. And one of them, since it's a suffix, one of them, the chatos, is considered an avela, because since you do melik on it, melik is only good if it works as a carbon. But since it's a suffix, you can't eat from it, it's an avela. So what do you do? How do you get back on schedule? Says the Mishnah, she has to wait minimum zayin nikiyim and maximum 17 days nikiyim. Why is that? Because if we take the worst case scenario when she sees 1 day of Dam, then we'll say perhaps she saw that Dam on the very first day of her Nida week, number 1 in green. And therefore she has to wait the full Nida week and the 11 days of Ziva for a total of 18 days or 17 days of not Nikim, because 1 day she saw Dam. What if she saw 2 days of Dam? Well, the easy way out in this case would be to say that both of those days happened in the Nida week, and therefore she only has to wait 5 more days of Nida and 11 days of Zivan for a total of 16. No, that would be too easy. So what do? We say, well, perhaps one of those 2 days is from the prior cycle in purple, the end of the Ziva cycle, the prior cycle. So let's give 1 day to that cycle and 1 day to Nida. And again, you're back at the worst case scenario. She has to wait 17 days of Nikim in order to get back into the cycle. What if she saw 3 days? Well, maybe you'll say, put all 3 days in the Ziva, at the end of the Ziva cycle, all in purple. Well, that's not good, because she'll get out too easy. Because if she's a Zava G'dayla, 3 days consecutive of Ziva, all she has to wait is 1 full week, and she's completely tar. We want to mess her up. We want to say the most chumrah thing. So what do? We say, well, maybe she saw 2 days in the previous cycle, and 1 day in the Nida cycle, and therefore, she's back at the worst case scenario, she has to wait 17 days. What if she saw 4 days of dam? Now it gets easier for her. Because she can't have 3 days in purple, because we said that's too easy. So we give her 2 days in purple, 2 days in green. Oh, now she only has 2 days in green, so she only has to wait 5 days of Nida to get to the end of the Nida week. Is only 5 days, plus 11 days, now she's down to 16 days. So now she just went down 1 day. And what if she saw down for 5 days? Again, we can't give 3 days in the purple, because then she'll only have to wait 1 week of Naki. So we give 2 days in purple, 3 days in the green in Nida, and now she only has to wait 4 days of Nida, plus 11, that's 15, and so on and so forth. It keeps on going down. If a woman saw, if she was Naki for 7 days, then of course she's mutter to her husband. That's not the question. The question is, how does she get back on the calendar? And if a woman saw down for 12 consecutive days, then definitely she's a zava, and she would bring the carbon, and you could eat that carbon. Because even if the first days were nida, let's say 2 days were nida, then she had 7 days of ziva, and then another 3 days, that's 12. Therefore, she could bring a carbon. And now we move on to the next Mishnah. We're going in the theme of the minimum and the maximum. So when it comes to negaim and nega tzaras, a nega on a person, the minimum for a person is 1 week of chalot. That's the maximum that a kohen could put a guy on the side and say, stay over here. You're punished. But when it comes to a house, it's not more than 3 weeks. And the Gemara learns, HaKadosh Baruch Hu did tzedakah with people that it's only 1 week, but it's very harsh for the houses. But what's the pashup shot in the pasuk? The Gemara says it's referring to the averis. A normal person, his averis would outweigh his mitzvahs, and he would be punished to Gehenim. What does HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? He removes the averis and he puts it under the kisei hakavod, so that the mitzvahs could outweigh the averis, or he lifts up the averis and the mitzvahs outweigh the averis. Says the Mishnah, since a lunar month is only 29 days and 12 hours, and Tafshin Tzadik Gimel Chalakim, or otherwise known as 44 minutes and 3 1/3 seconds, so in order to have a full year, the best case scenario you would have 9 months of 30 days and 9 months of 29 days, and it would equal out. But the minimum you need is 4 full months of 30 days and maximum of 8 months of 30 days. The Shnei Alechem that we bring on Shavuos, says the Mishnah, the minimum from the time that you bake it until the time you can eat it is 2 days, because you can't bake it on Yantiv, but the maximum is 3 days if it falls out on Erev Shabbos. Lechem Apanim, the minimum days that you eat it from the time you bake it is 9, because you can't bake it on Shabbos and you eat it on the following Shabbos, that's 9 days. However, if Rosh Hashanah falls out on Thursday, so you have to bake it a day earlier, so now you're up to 11 days. A baby, we know the bris is on the 8th day, but there are situations where you have to delay the bris for 12 days. If a baby is born ben hashmashis, we don't know if he's born the day earlier or the day later, and Rosh Hashanah, there's Shabbos, and then Rosh Hashanah fell out on Sunday and Monday, so there you have a situation where you have to do the Milah after Rosh Hashanah, and that would come out to 12 days. Have a wonderful day.